Hello. Today I will talk about what is divine union. Divine union enters when we, as humans on this earth plane, embody both the masculine and feminine energy within us. And we go back to ourself and reach our 0 point. That means that we don't hold any judgment to ourselves or anyone else. Divine union is also in divine relationships. But first, always divine union start within ourselves. And that is also why I bring a message of we need to go back to heart and find ourselves and go back to self-love and acknowledge that we hold already. We have so much imprinted illusion from our ancestral lines, society, worldly, and from our upbringing, by our family and where we have encountered this earth. And often higher level beings are set on a place where we are not so comfortable, you can say. We are surrounded by people that maybe don't even acknowledge themselves. And how are we supposed to acknowledge that we are divine beings and can see the deep part in us when people around us don't notice and never told us this exists? And maybe we also this comes with a lot of we can't speak our truth and we can't be authentic because people around us doesn't know what this is. But I meant to share some message about this, and we as empaths are often here on divine mission, you can say, to lift energy around us. And it doesn't have to be that we are speaking out on writing a book or speaking out on media or so of that. Our energy lifts people even though we don't do anything. But what happens when empaths and people with higher knowledge and are people that are more affected by energy go out to this ordinary world, is that we in some way experience psychic attack even though there are no psychic attack, because all humans have lots of fears and so of that around them, and we are also having entities attached to us that makes us be in lower frequency. And this comes from, if we have gone through pain on some level, we can create holes in our aura, and entities that don't have their own energy can feed on us. And that is also why we have a hard time change our frequency, because if we have a entity attachment, often it's holding us in this low frequency. And this is also coming to our thoughts and what we feel inside, or what we tell ourselves. Not everything that we tell ourselves comes from us. Often they are from imprinted limited belief systems, our ancestral line, our upbringing, or entities that need someone to feed them. And I can experience or be in that state when I'm in low frequency. You get a lot of bad thoughts into your mind. You can't handle this. You're not good enough. You are ugly. Why do you think you can do that? Stop. And this is never coming from our eternal force of youth and one God, you can say. This is coming from lower aspect from ourselves, or from entities that attach to us through maybe another lifetime or this lifetime. And entities often attached to frequency of if you eat too much, if you drink too much, if you complain too much, if you are scared too much, compulsive things, you can say. They have attached, if you have that, they have attached to you. And by that, it doesn't mean you are in some urgent time to clear. But this means that you have given away some part of you that you haven't healed. And in that part, you created a space where they can come in and feed. But we don't need to be afraid of these things, because they are also here to bring us awareness about what we need to heal inside. And when I was young, I had a lot of much bad experience, you can say. I saw from Auschwitz, and I saw from most demons and so of that. And maybe I was a bad person in another time, and I see sometime I've been a bad person. And in one experience that was the most heavy one, I had a dream that came to me repentantly, you can say. And it was a man standing in the mirror, and it was from another race. And he scared me so much. But one time I went in front of this mirror, and I see this man was me, and I haven't forgiven the things that I have done to so many people. So that is also why forgiveness is the best key to heal all. Because we've been them all, and we've done it all. And if you are not in tune to your higher self, you cannot imagine you being the worst person that done the worst things. But me that are in that stage of seeing, knowing, and feeling, and have been for since I was little. Maybe I signed up to experience this and see that I'm the worst person. I'm the one that did all of this, and I'm the one that need to forgive myself for doing this. And we cannot forgive ourselves for doing all of the bad stuff if we are not in tune to our higher self. And this experience you go through in dream stage, or in a shamanic healing, or healing of some sort, you cannot notice if you are not in tune to your soul. And this is also why when we come up from all of this, we ended all of these bad cycles. We're forgiving ourselves, and we see that even though we thought we will die, we survived it all. And that was maybe, yeah, oh, yeah. And then we come back into our heart on a deeper level, and we reach our 0 point, our core level in ourself, maybe through experience of meditation and so of that. And then we see also that what we feared before are always ourself. In the end, we fear the most things, it's ourself, and to forgive yourself on such deep level is the hardest thing to do. And this is also why I put out this, if you judge others, you think that they look like this, and they tell this, and they do this, and they do that. Why do you care? We don't need to care, and I don't often care about anything. Often and all time we care. We hold a seed of that inside ourselves that are perching on us to acknowledge. Why do we feel so much hate towards this person? Why do we feel so much ashamed about someone putting out themselves looking good? Why do we feel so much pain experience seeing someone winning the lottery? It's because we haven't give that peace to ourselves and haven't acknowledged that in us. And like I say, most people maybe never experience enter these spaces on their journey of this life, because maybe 98% of people are closed, and 70% of people can experience some. So you see where I came from. But this is also a time that we need to go back and look inside ourselves, and if we have an epiphany, we experience something that are not real in our experience in our mind, but we see that this is possible. Maybe someone die and we see a ghost running around and telling us it's okay. We experience an epiphany, or we end up in a bad situation and have to bring ourselves out of this. Divorce, death, and so of that. This is the times when soul come back into themselves and seek answers. But if we are in the karma loop, we never have time to seek the answer and never look into ourselves, and maybe we never find. And now I go forward to higher level commitments like twin flames and soulmate commitments. When we enter the spaces in ourselves, we reach higher consciousness, and we are also able to experience everything around us as holy, you can say. You see a tree, or you see a little humla, some animal or so, that you can experience so much depth in yourself, but an ordinary person just go and look by. And this is also what happens. We experience love on so much deeper level, and we experience sexual energy on so much higher frequency that when you tune into Kundalini and made all of this, you are no longer held by the experience this earth plane is. So divine connection is about we will have it all together and feel this higher level frequency in us and in our body together, and experience abundance, freedom, unity. And this is where we all coming eventually, when we start looking to ourselves and do the work we are supposed to do. Forgive is the work that that matters the most, and also this is the hardest. And I can see I can do meditations, 10 meditations, and it don't bring me anywhere in 3D, you can say. But if I do meditation on inner work on my inner child or my ancestral line, everything change around me, and the people that I want to meet, they come effortlessly to me. And this means when we are ready to dissolve the fear we hold, and we are ready to forgive and acknowledge ourselves and bring ourselves back to self-love, we will have it all. And this is also what happens to these people that do like me. We experience law of assumption. We experience all of this in our mind and in our body, but even though we maybe don't have it yet, we can experience having all of this and feeling this emotion and this good things in ourselves. And what I learned also, patience. Patience is the worst word I have ever heard, because that was also some part of my soul lesson. I have to have patience of all. Wait for this and wait for this and wait for this. And then I think people should acknowledge that by action they experience more good opportunities and so of that. But we should go back to see that not everyone choose this path. Some choose to stay in this cycle, go round and round and never come out of this pain, because they have learned to be in pain and feel safe in that. And that is what we need to step out from. We don't need to be in some pain. We don't need to be in shame, hurt, or fear. If we choose what feels right in our heart, we enter better timelines, and we come to the timeline where we are supposed to be. And it's like a picture of red flags. There you have one, there you have one, there you have one, and there you have one, and there you have one. Can you manage to pull all of these red flags and bring this experience to lessons that you learned and appreciated in your heart? And that we need to do by coming back to higher frequency and in tune to our higher self. And then we eventually reach divine union to meet another person, divine union to be together with someone and experience this in earth plane on this time, experience higher dimensional frequency through our body. And this is what we came for, and this is what we are will have if we keep on attuned to our heart and to our higher mind. Everything that was meant to be will be, if we and this is also the gap where we don't get this all. It's always that we haven't forgiven ourselves, and we don't think we are we don't think we are worthy of having this. You can see like people that they see someone winning the lottery and they say, this will never happen to me, and this will not be, and this cannot be, and unsolve that. And this is the time gap we need to exert from our heart and from our mind, not from our heart, but from this is to dissolve lower frequency in ourselves to that place that we realize that we already have it all. And like me that see these things, I see things on other levels, but if you are in tune to fear on this frequency in 3D, you will always come back to that cycle. So maybe it's a little bit hard, but it shouldn't be hard. And when we can release all of this, it is when we give it into love, you can say. We do the things that feels good and right from our heart space, and from our heart space everything always turn out the way it was supposed to. Okay, that was the message for today. Bye bye.